It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles, next on Madden Football.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from the link. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
The open receiver is Dotson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run here with the rookie. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And this is going to work out just fine. He's got the 1st down, a gain up to the 28-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the 1st time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he will score. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They go play action with Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A run up the middle with Barkley. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Now it is 1st and goal. Man in motion is Smith. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Eric Gray to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Second down and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. Third and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble, and give them a new set of downs. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that...
Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They go play action now. Wilson will get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is caught at the 3. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on first down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Now Russ. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He'll grab it at the 12. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he will score. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whenever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Giants offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing again, Wilson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the 1st down. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Now Wilson on 1st down. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Wilson to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Third down, 3 to go. Back to throw. Wilson. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will even the score. It's now 21-all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half, and it has been an intriguing game to this point. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Gray going to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
You can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're able to get to the quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screenplay by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the defense against them, time up the screen to the back, and pick up a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's in! Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants go up by 7, 28-21. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Second and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Giants.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On second down, they'll run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Giants will extend their third quarter lead. Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and It brings up a manageable second down.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll take off again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Now Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
To throw on second down is Hurts. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
He will score again. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Gray gonna return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, Russ. They'll look to set up the screen here. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and a yard. Here's Barkley. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That one knocked away and incomplete. Paulson Adebo, the good coverage, gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Micah McFadden.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So that'll cost them half the distance. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Brian Daboll displeased with that one. And out comes the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right. But it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Wilton now going to keep it on the zone read. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Here comes 3rd and 6. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.